How are we doing intros? Can I just talk? Yeah. Let me do a bit. My name is Jord Fox, and this is Behind the Mask. Deceit 2 is a 6 to 9 player social deduction horror game available on PC and consoles. It's very akin to party games like Mafia and Werewolf, and it's a great fun game to play with your friends.
And Boris does feel sus to me, but...
Let's not start framing me for no reason here, okay?
It's a super exciting time for the development of Deceit 2. We've just finished the core of the product and now we're building out to the beta and the launch, and we've got so much exciting stuff we're working on. The behind the scenes series is a way for us to share that with you, for you to see what it's like at our studio, how we collaborate and how we bring these features to life. As a studio, we're very gameplay first. We like to iterate, we like to prototype. With Deceit 2, we're using the absolute latest technology to hit more platforms, and so we can deliver a really beautiful and rich experience. We threw together early builds, we've been iterating, the game's looking better and better, there's so much more to come in that area, but at the end of the day, we've actually been playing the core loop, the core mechanics, through hundreds of iterations and week-on-week playtests. Going into development of Deceit 2, we set out some design pillars, some core ideas, some key words that everything else essentially falls under as we think about how to make the game.
The first pillar is tension. We want you to feel constantly torn. We always want you to feel like there are multiple decisions to make, not just one avenue to explore.
You don't know whether to vote on someone, which of the objectives to do. These things come together into a very intense experience in Deceit, and we decided that we wanted to embrace that. You know, tension in Deceit means that this is quite a heightened experience, that it creates these moments that are frantic and memorable.
Send him to Shadow Realm.
Sandbox, I think, is our big pillar that drives a lot of the difference from Deceit 2. At the end of the day, we found actually such a variety of people enjoyed and played Deceit 1, but it did put the gun in your face as a particular way you kind of had to play. So with Sandbox, we wanted to make sure that up front we were presenting options.
One of the things I'm really excited for on the release is being able to go on YouTube and watching Twitch streams and seeing things that players are doing that we hadn't even thought about, but really work in the Sandbox framework that we've made for Deceit 2.
Are you bag scanning though?
I am. Pistol, inspection pin.
Just normal things.
The third pillar is collaboration, and really the cornerstone of that is just wanting to pull people together, whether it's through collaborative tasks, whether it's forming temporary allegiances. When people are playing together and you have that conflict, Deceit's just a lot more fun.
One of the main reasons you have to collaborate is because it's quite hard to work out who's infected without doing so. There are quite a few different ways that you can collaborate. Some are through items, for which we've initially got the inspection machine pin and also the clipboard. The inspection machine pin is very similar to Deceit 1, where once you unlock it, someone gets to scan someone else and work out what team they're on. Clipboard, it gives you fragments of information about one of the infected in the game, and you have to kind of compare and contrast with your friends and work out who's giving you right information, wrong information, and kind of deduce who actually is infected from that.
Why do you think it's
No,
me?
we've all voted.
It's definitely
Press E on him.
Why do you think it's me? Don't...
Yeah.
So our final pillar is disruption, and this is how we focus on making sure we're seeding the chaos and confusion to allow for these hilarious moments of gameplay that can come out.
This is bad news. I'm being deceived.
The other thing Disruption speaks to is the goal of the game to create exciting moments rather than really be about necessarily winning or losing. By creating so many options and ways to disrupt the experience, things are so varied and you have fun just in the moment, and it kind of takes that focus away from it all being about whether you escaped or outplayed someone 1 versus 1.
One of the things that I think we've really nailed in Deceit 2 is this feeling of being an investigator, of feeling like there is a mystery to solve and you have the tools to do it, and if you're sharp enough, you can piece it together.
One of the main things that we did in Deceit 2 to slow down the game is we restricted the amount of kills the terrorists can get in the in-between down to 1. That means the infected can't go as gun-ho straight away. It really means that you have to play that social deduction side of the game a lot more.
It's a lot less FPS focused. You don't spawn with a pistol. A lot more atmospheric, a lot more focused on kind of collaborating with other people, pulling information together, because that's really at the heart of social deduction. If you can just overpower everybody, it kind of makes deduction moot.
I think one of the things that separates Deceit 2 from Deceit 1 is just the amount of moments that you can have in the game. I don't think there's been a single playtest that I've left and not been like, okay, I could have done this differently, or I want to try that strategy next.
And it's just these elements come together so naturally and so perfectly. and we're just really, really happy with the results.
So now that we've really locked down the mechanics through playtesting, the next pass is to make it really immersive, beautiful, sound great. We're going to push out those really cool visuals, and we hope it all comes together for a fantastic launch in the coming months.
If you want to get involved in Deceit 2, we have a beta coming in mid-June. You can sign up on the website now at deceit.gg. You can join our Discord at discord.gg/deceit. You can follow our social medias at PlayDeceit on both Instagram and Twitter. And I think that's it.